Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday morning virtual service. My name is Reverend James Parker. It's just such a pleasure to be here with you today and a wonderful time for us to come together in oneness. Well, let's get started with our daily word. And our daily word today is realize. And it says, I realize the power of spiritual truth. I have had many aha moments throughout my life when something that had befuddled me for years suddenly became clear. It may have been something I tried to learn in school, a skill I practiced and tried to master as I grew, or even an idea that challenged my understanding of the world around me. Whenever I realized something new, I could feel my world expanding, opening up before me in fresh and exciting ways, making me eager to discover even more. On my spiritual journey, I feel a similar excitement as I realize I have so much more than a spark of divinity within me. I am fully divine, just as I am fully human. I feel newly alive in this realization and so very grateful for it. And the scripture comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 28, verse 16. Then Jacob woke from his sleep and said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. Let's take a moment and go into the silence and come into a moment of oneness with Spirit. And so it is.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine is here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, I could go to space with the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Yeah, give it all you got and don't hold back. Yeah, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Yeah, no offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along
Good morning and welcome to our Sunday morning virtual service. My name is James Parker. Welcome. I want to get started. My lesson title today is Give Others Room to Grow. There is one key ingredient missing in most of our relationships, one that is definitely required if we wish to continue in our own advancement and help others to do the same. What is this powerful ingredient that only we can provide for each other? Room in which to grow. We can help others reach higher by simply agreeing consciously to give them space to go through their changes, even when these changes may challenge our own sense of right or wrong. For example, we must each learn to keep silent when the actions of someone close to us start to disturb us. Why is this so important for the growth of both parties involved? To begin with, the disturbance that we feel in these moments is caused by a deep vibration within us. This is to say that our own insecurities become shaken when the picture we've created in our minds of how another person should be is shattered. Apart from our children, whom we must guide through their developing years, we need to learn to leave people alone with their decisions and subsequent actions. The difficulty here is that in order to give others this room they need, we must first make room within ourselves. To state this same idea differently, we must remove ourselves from our habitual inner places of judgments, opinions, and knowing better than anyone else. If we are to grow to our highest potential, we must learn how to mind our own business and consciously sacrifice our selfish desires to interfere for the sake of who our friend or loved one is yet to be. There's an Indian proverb that says, "Nothing grows under a banyan tree." The banyan is the national tree of India and often the gathering spot for people passing the time of day in its vast shade. Banyans are huge, grow to a good age, and take up a good deal of space. The name derives from the word trader, as underneath the leafy branches is the ideal place to sell goods, protected from the blazing sun. But the proverb makes the point that nothing grows in its shade. Its very size prevents that from happening. Let's face it, oftentimes we are like the banyan tree when it comes to interrelating with others. We concern ourselves so much with what they're doing and how they're living that we suffocate or cut them off from growing or expanding or learning from their own experiences. Think about it. Do we hold people hostage to their past? Do you hold people hostage to their last mistake or their worst fault? How often do you notice yourself jumping at every opportunity to correct the people you love, what they should do, how they should be, and why they need to change? If you see yourself doing that, don't worry, you're not alone. You may not do it consciously, but on some level, whether it's subconscious or unconscious or even on a soul level, you may come into this world thinking that you need to be a rescuer or to be someone else's savior, or that you need to enter a relationship trying to be a fixer-upper. You know, the kind of person ready to change the other person. Yet the uncomfortable truth is the person who really needs to change is you. Guy Finley said, "One virtually unknown aspect of love, and in a way, one that is most vital to our inner growth, is found not in correcting the path of others, but rather in allowing them the uninvaded inner space they must have in order to fully experience the consequence of their own choices." No, friends, you can't hold others hostage to your way of being. You know very well it doesn't feel good. Are you as bad as the worst mistake you've ever made? Of course you aren't. Are you as bad as your worst shortcoming or inadequacy? No, you're not. There's much more to you than the worst mistake you've ever made or the prickliest part of your personality. Some time ago, I saw a poster that that captured this idea well. It portrayed a little boy of about 6 or 7. His hair was disheveled, his t-shirt was soiled, his jeans ripped, not as like the fashion statement today, and his shoelaces were untied. He was standing with a baseball bat in his hand, looking at the broken window his baseball had just flown through. The caption read, "Please be patient with me. God isn't finished with me yet." There's a little bit of that boy in all of us. We can all say about ourselves, "Please be patient with me. God isn't finished with me yet." This question is aimed at fostering that same kind of patience, tolerance, and kind-heartedness toward everyone else. We in Unity, and in all New Thought, as a matter of fact, believe that humankind, all of it, is inherently good, not inherently flawed. We believe that the spark of the divine, the God presence, indwells each and every one of us. We didn't put it there, God did. And we can't get rid of it, thank God. However, we can't hide it, we can ignore it, we can cover it up or dumb it down. Nevertheless, it is still there, waiting to be expressed. You are not born in original sin, which is a church teaching, not a biblical one. You are born in original blessing, in the image and likeness of God. We all are. The truth isn't a permission slip to stay stuck at our current level of expression, but rather an invitation to give ourselves and others plenty of room to grow and change. And when growth and change do occur, it is time to celebrate, even the baby steps. That's what helps us keep going. Do you hold people hostage to their past? Do you have a good memory for what they didn't do, the mistakes they made, or where they fell short, but a poor memory for the good they've done? My minister friend says we could take a lesson from a story he read about John D. Rockefeller. When John D. Rockefeller was CEO of Standard Oil, one of his executives made a colossal mistake, costing the company more than $2 million. That day, no one wanted to have anything to do with Rockefeller because they all knew his temper. Everyone kept their distance from him except one executive who absolutely had to meet with Rockefeller that day. Though he wasn't the one who had made the costly error, he was nonetheless prepared to be the target of considerable misplaced anger. When he entered Rockefeller's office, he saw him at his desk scribbling furiously on a piece of paper. And Rockefeller looked up at him and said, "I suppose you've heard the bad news." The executive said, "Yes, I know we've just lost $2 million. I guess you're going to fire him." "Fire him?" Rockefeller questioned. "Definitely not. We've just invested $2 million in his education. And I've been sitting here all morning reminding myself of his good qualities and the times he's done well and saved the company money." What a powerful lesson for all of us. When we're angry and upset, even when it appears justified, our field of vision can narrow so much that we only see the failings, faults, and mistakes in the others and not the fullness of who they are. Giving people room to change and grow requires the mature understanding that we are all going to make mistakes from time to time, but that we are more than the mistakes we make. Charles Swindoll said, "For there to be true maturity, people must be given room to grow, which includes room to fail." Friends, we all need room to grow. No matter where you are on the path of your own spirituality, give yourself and those next to you some space to grow. Growing takes space and time. For me personally, when people are on top of me, projecting their expectations, I feel like I can't think or rise up to their standards, and it makes me feel smothered and wilted. I want some space to grow because I want to bloom. Not only that, I want God to use my life to help others bloom. So I'm going to need to take some space to grow and permit others the same space so that they can grow. With time and space, we will see ourselves and others blooming and thriving. Therefore, no matter who you encounter on this path of life, give them room to grow. Friends, give your friends room to grow. Spouses, give your spouse room to grow. Parents, give your kids room to grow. Children, give your parents room to grow. Siblings, give your siblings room to grow. Co-workers, give your co-workers room to grow. Neighbors, give your neighbors room to grow. In fact, let us all make a commitment today to give those in our lives, our loved ones, and the people we encounter, give them room to grow. Are you willing to do this with me today? Well, thank you all, and God bless you.
In the empire of the senses, you're the queen of all you survey. All the cities, all the nations, everything that falls your way, I say. There is a deeper world than this you don't understand. There is a deeper world than this tugging at your hand. Every ripple on the ocean, every leaf on every tree, every sand dune in the desert, every power we never see. There is a deeper wave than this swelling in the world. There is a deeper wave than this. Listen to me, girl. Feel it rising in the cities. Feel it sweeping over land, over borders, over frontiers. Nothing will its power withstand, I say. There is no deeper wave than this rising in the world. There is no deeper wave than this. Listen to me, girl. All the bloodshed, all the anger, all the weapons, all the greed, all the armies, all the missiles, all the symbols of our fear, I say. There is a deeper wave than this rising in the world. There is a deeper wave than this. Listen to me, girl. At the still point of destruction, at the center of the fury, all the angels, all the devils, all around us, can't you see, I say. There is a deeper wave than this rising in the land. There is a deeper wave than this. Nothing will withstand. I say love is the seventh wave. 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 I say love. There is a deeper wave than this swelling in the world. There is a deeper wave than this. Listen to me, girl. Every ripple on the ocean, every leaf on every tree, every sand dune in the desert, every breath you take with me, every breath you take, every move you make, every take you make.
Well, we've come to that time in our service where we open our hearts to give. Now, there are three ways that you can give to our ministry. You can go to our website at unitychicago.org and hit the contribute button, or you can text us at 773-492-8772, or always mail us a check to 2650 West Montrose, Suite 110, Chicago, Illinois, 60618. Now I ask that you take that gift and send energy from your heart into that gift, and let us say our offertory blessing together. Divine love, richly flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful for the blessings of this day. I am grateful for the blessings on the way. And so it is. Friends, if you prayed that prayer with us, you're moving energy, you're moving substance. Now's the time for you to open yourself up to claim your good. Now let's take a moment and pray it into existence. Heavenly Mother, Father, everything God, thank you for these gifts that we received today. We know they come from those who love you and who are open and receptive to doing your will. God, take these gifts and use them in the world to make the world a better place, and then return them to the giver 100-fold, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Fill their bank accounts, fill their wallets, remove any burden, any debt, any challenges from their lives. Open them up to a new way of being. God, continue to lead us, guide us, direct us, order our steps. More of you, God, less of me. More of you, God, less of me. More of you, God, less of me. And we see it all working now in the name and the very nature of Jesus the Christ. And so it is. Amen.
Don't you feel it growing day by day? People getting ready for the news. Some are happy, some are sad. Oh, we gotta let the music play. What the people need is a way to make them smile. It ain't so hard to do if you know how. Gotta get a message, get it on through. Oh, now mama's gonna ask you why. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music all the time. Well, I know you know better everything I say. Meet me in the country for a day. We'll be happy and we'll dance. Oh, we're gonna dance our blues away. And if I'm feeling good to you and you're feeling good to me, there ain't nothing we can't do or say. Feeling good, feeling fine. Oh, baby, let the music play. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music all the time. Like a lazy flowing river, surrounding castles in the sky. And the crowd is growing bigger. Listen for the happy sounds. I just got to let them fly. Listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music all the time. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music all the time. Oh, oh, listen to the music. Oh, oh, listen to the music.
Well, friends, thank you for being here with us today. If you're new to our service, welcome to our home. Welcome to our community. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. If you're going through a struggle, if you're having a hard time, go to our website at unitchicago.org. Find something there, a message or a meditation that will help lift you up. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, ring the little bell. Allow others to know that we're here and that we're open to serve our community. And now I ask that you take the time to stick around and watch our announcements. We have some great things happening today, including our Celebration Unity Chicago event today. And now I ask that you become still and let us say our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Well, friends, thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for taking out the time to enjoy yourself and for us to enjoy you. Please come back. We love you. See you soon.